I be honest with you guys? I almost failed every single one of my classes in high school. I was labeled as a failure my whole entire life growing up. And now, at 26 years old, I'm making multiple six figures from trading Forex. Here's the point. I'm a human being just like every single one of you watching this video right now. The only difference is I knew that I could do more out of this life that I was given. I knew that if other people were seeing success in these markets, I could see success as well. You're watching this video because you have some type of interest in learning how to trade US30 or NAS100. Am I right? Well, perfect. I'm going to show you the simplest US30 and NAS100 strategy that you will ever see on YouTube. All I ask is that you shut off any distractions for the next 10 to 15 minutes and pay full attention and take notes. They say that note takers are action takers. So if you're an action taker, get out that pen and piece of paper. And before we start, this video is meant for the trader that's trying to get to a six-figure income. A lot of you are just fine with making $500 a month, and that is perfectly fine. This video will still bring you value. If you apply what I'm going to teach you and you practice this for a couple of months, I promise you, you will reap the benefits and you will start seeing results very quickly. They do say that an object in motion tends to stay in motion. Success is not achieved by just sitting around, but it is achieved by taking massive action. So after you guys watch this video, go and apply what I'm going to teach you. Now without further ado, let's get into it. Okay guys, the first thing that I want to do is go over the indicators that I use. We are going to be using these indicators for US30 and NAS100. For this video, I want to fully focus on NAS100. I have really been trading NAS100 because it doesn't do these aggressive stop hunts like US30. And I was killing it with US30 in 2022. Then all of a sudden the economy started to get bad and it was doing these false breakouts. It was hitting my stop loss, then going to where my take profit would be. And it's just a mess. I love trading NAS right now. I'm on a 10 for 10 win streak with it. So for our first indicator, we have the sessions, we have our 20 EMA, kill zones indicator, then our 66 EMA. The sessions indicator is this box right behind my charts, and this just deviates where the New York session is. And I have this yellow line right here, which is my 20 EMA. And guys, whenever you see candles wicking the 20 EMA like this and closing as a doji or a spinning top, in this example, when we see a wick right here and push away, the candle closes above, very good buy indication. Then we have our 66 EMA, pretty much does the same thing as the 20, but it works on higher time frames like the hour 1 and hour 4 and the daily a little bit better. So when we have EMAs that are lower, like the 5, the 10, the 20, they're most likely going to work on lower time frames better because they're closer to where price is. And then when we have the bigger EMAs, the 66, the 50, they're going to be working better on higher time frames. Then we have our Asia session right here, which is our kill zones indicator. I like to just see where the Asia session is in the New York session to really give me a bias on what's going to happen during the actual market open. So that's the first thing, is looking at the indicators that I use. Now we need to go over the times to trade and the time frames that I am using. So let's pretend that we are trading right at the market open. Right here would be the market open on this previous candle right here. So as we're looking at this, before I trade, what I'm doing in my morning routine is I'm waking up at like 5:45. I'm in California in the PST time zone, so it's really hard for me to get up early. So what I'm doing at that time is I get up at 5:45, I go for a quick walk or a quick run, then I shower to really wake me up. I find that showering really helps me out. And then what I'll do is I'll get in front of the charts just 5 minutes before the markets open up. Let's pretend that we are in present time. What I do first is I go on the daily time frame. I look at the previous daily candle. What is it? Bullish. What have we been doing this past couple of weeks? We are pushing in an uptrend. My bias is most likely going to go long. Then I'll go to the 4 hour. And what I'm doing is I'm looking at this candle right here, the 2 a.m. to 6 a.m. candle. I'm seeing if I see a reversal candle, a continuation candle, any candle that's going to align with my bias of going into an uptrend. Then, of course, I go to the 1 hour. There's two candles that are key for the 1 hour time frame. That's the 5 a.m. to 6 a.m. candle right here. This is like the key candle that I'm looking at a lot of the time before I trade. And I'm looking to see if it's bullish or bearish, just going with my original bias of an uptrend. We can see that that candle is bullish. Most likely, we're going to go long. Then we are going to also look at the 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. candle, but I'm usually looking at this once I am already in my trade. So usually I have formulated my bias. I have taken a trade before 7 a.m. in that 6:30 to 7 a.m., that 30-minute window I have actually taken a trade. And then I'm usually going to look at this candle. It's just going to be confirmation if my bias is correct. Then I'm going to end on the minute 15 time frame. Guys, the time that I am looking at on the minute 15 time frame is the 6:15 candle right here. So this candle close is a hammerhead candle, guys. If I saw this, I would have gone long. I did not trade today, but this is what my setup would have looked like. I would have had my stops down here to be safe, and then I would have aimed for probably this previous high up here or this psych level right here. So let's say we just aim for this previous high. There's my setup. Now, this is the thing that really messes up a lot of traders. They have this stigma or this idea in their head where they think that they have to sit in front of the computer and watch everything that is going to happen. You don't need to do that. If I were you guys, what I would do is really come up with a good morning routine. So obviously, maybe give yourself like an hour of time to trade and find your bias. But a lot of the time, your bias should be formulated within that 30-minute window between 6:30 a.m. and 7 a.m. That's PST, my time in California. You should have already figured out your bias. You should have taken your trade. So with me, after I figure out my bias, cool, I'm going to go to the gym if I didn't already, or if I already did go, I'm going to go for another run. Then I'm going to start working on YouTube videos. Then I'm going to work on other projects. Then I'm going to work on whatever it is that I have to work on. But I want you guys to really figure out and come up with a good morning routine so you're not stuck looking at the charts. And guys, me telling you to not look at the charts doesn't mean you go on your phone every 30 minutes to look at the chart. Here's the hack. When you guys enter a trade, there are alerts. So if I push right here, this alert, I can't do it in replay mode, but I can set an alert where my take profit is and my stop loss. And it will alert me when my trade has hit my take profit or my stop loss. I'm not going to drive myself crazy and stare at the markets all day long. So you guys, come get this slogan through your mind, set and forget. That's all that you need to do. But this last and final time that we are stopping at, let's get it right here, is on the minute 15 chart. We're looking at that 6:15 a.m. candle to see how it closes. Or we're going to look at the 6:30 a.m. candle. Or if we don't see a setup there, cool, we're going to look at the 6:45 a.m. candle. So these are like the three times that I am looking at to get an entry, okay? So let's say that I do not see a setup at 6:15. I'm not going to sit in front of my computer and force a trade and watch the markets. Guys, I know myself so well that I'm a very impatient person. So if I sit there and I look at the candles, I might be like, oh, it's pushing up. I'm going to just buy now. Even though the candle is still doing its thing, I'm going to buy now. No. What I do is if I don't see a setup at the 6:15 candle, I will know if I'm going to take that setup on that 6:15 candle right as it closes. If I don't see a setup there, I'm going to set a timer on my phone for 13 minutes. Once that timer goes off, I'm going to go back to my chart and I'm going to see how that 6:30 candle, this one, is going to close and if it's going to give me a good setup. Guys, this candle right here, the 6:30 to 6:45, is a very, very key candle. If you guys go back and look at US30 and NAS100, you will see a lot of the time that 630 to 645 candle, it will do its false breakout where it'll shoot down, then close up and give you the most perfect candle to enter on. So these two times, the 630 and 615 AM candle on the minute 15 chart, very, very key candles. Okay, it would have hit our take profit. And guys, when I'm trading NAS100 and US30, I have a decent size stop loss just so it doesn't stop me out. So right here, my stop loss was around 1,000 pips, and it just came down, barely missed it, and went right to my take profit. Actually went to the psych level. So this is what I want to show you guys next, is one thing that has really helped me out to see a lot of profit on US30 and NAS100, and that is doing this one thing. Do not trade on, you guys already know what I'm going to say, Wednesday. Guys, if you go back and look at Wednesdays, they are just very choppy on indexes. I don't know what it is, but Wednesdays are very choppy, and I have lost a lot of money on them. So I do not trade on Wednesdays, and you guys should do the same exact thing. So I want to go back and just show you guys what an ideal A+ setup looks like for me. So let's go back to the beginning of March the 1st. And I'm going to just go through the charts and tell you what I think a good setup looks like. This is not a good setup. This is choppy. I don't like how price is pushing up. Then it goes down. This right here is kind of nice, but it ends up pushing up. A little weird. I told you guys in the beginning of this video, note takers are action takers, or just take a picture on your phone. This is my ideal perfect setup. When I see the market consolidate in the Asia session like this, and I like to get this rectangle, this is very key, so listen up. Notice how price consolidates all throughout here. What time is this right here? This candle right here deviates when the London session opens up. So right here at 12 a.m. is now the London session. What happens during the London session right here? It pushes up. And what does it do on this particular candle? Notice how it breaks the high. This line right here is the high of the Asia session. So price says, do you know what? We're pushing up. We are in an uptrend. Like from the previous day, it pushed up, consolidated. Now it's starting to push up even more. So that's what I'm looking for, is that consolidation, these really small candles in the Asia session. Then I want to see small candles and very small moves during the London session, but I want it to either break the high or the low. I don't want it to break the low and then start to go high like it did here, or break the high, then go low. This is considered very choppy for me. All I want to see is price stay in one smooth, gradual trend. Notice how it's very, I mean, guys, this is very smooth right here. It's just woo, woo, like a little roller coaster going higher and higher. So that's what I'm looking for. So I have figured out that my trend, we are in an uptrend. What am I now going to do? I need to see a candle, whether it's at the market open at the 6:15 to 6:30 a.m. candle, the 6:30 to 6:45 candle, or the 6:45 to 7 a.m. candle. I need to see one of those candles to align with the trend that I am in. And right here, we can see this candle. After this candle closes, ding, 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 market open. It's freaking casino time. What do you think a majority of traders are doing on this candle? They're selling it. They think this thing is going to go down. We as traders, we're looking for that candle that aligns with our trend. We're in an uptrend. Why would we want to enter on this bearish candle? It doesn't make sense. So we need more confirmation. And this is where patience is going to be your best friend. So I'm like, do you know what? Let's go and rewind this real quick, guys. Let's go back in replay mode. So we're sitting here like, we're not feeling that candle. So what we do is we set a timer on our phone for 13 minutes. Go take a quick shower. Take your dog for a walk. Go do push-ups, sit-ups in the living room for 13 minutes. Make yourself busy. And then once our timer goes off, cool. We probably got like 2 minutes, a minute and a half to look at and see how that candle closes. And then, boom, we waited. The candle dropped at first. And that's what all these impatient traders are doing. And that's why I tell you guys, like, Wait till the candle closes, because look, watch this one more time. All the beginner amateur traders are fiends. They're fiends for the market, and they do not know how to control their emotions because they're freaking little children deep inside. So watch this candle. Watch this next candle. What does it do? Drops down, traps all these traders to go short. And then what does it do? It pulls away. We were patient. We're not in a freaking trade yet. We know how to control our emotions because we are adults. Now we see a beautiful hammerhead candle, wicks to the bottom, it's going to go up, wicks to the top, it's going to drop. We're like, oh my gosh, this is a perfect buy. What are we going to do? Have our stops below this support right here just to be safe. Take profit at this next level right here. Play it back. Take profit, hit right here. What did we do once we entered this trade? Did we sit here like freaking lunatics for how long? Guys, if you guys are sitting in front of your computer for 2 hours and 15 minutes, you have no fucking life at all. And that is sad that you have to sit and watch these markets, which you have no control over, for 2 hours and 15 minutes. That's freaking ludicrous. You don't need to be doing that. We are strong traders, and what we did is we set an alert at our take profit and stop loss. We're in the freaking gym pumping iron. We're on a walk with our beautiful girlfriend. We're on a walk on the beach. What do we get? A notification on our phone right here that says, take profit hit for NAS100. Then we're like, cool, let's go to MetaTrader 4. How much did we make today? We're like, what? I made $3K off that trade? And you know, you a year ago, you 2 years ago, you used to close a trade when it was up $300 in profit, and you never let your winners run because you were impatient. And now you're making more money than you ever did because you're controlling your emotions. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Trading is 90% psychological / emotional, 10% technical. You guys need to be aware of your emotions, what you're doing right, what you're doing wrong, how to control your emotions, work on your patience in your everyday life. Guys, this is a never-ending game. I believe that trading puts you through the toughest times in your life because it's building you into a new person. If you want to be successful in this industry, you have to become a completely different person. This is what our perfect setup looks like right here. Take notes, take a picture. You guys all need to go and rewatch this video one more time so you understand the strategy way better. I hope you guys got value. This is the sauce. This strategy works amazing on US30 and NAS100. And there was a secret in here that I said, and I don't think a lot of you are going to catch it, but the very intelligent ones will. You guys will catch it, you will apply it, and you'll text me in a couple weeks or months like, bro, I'm winning. I'm on like a 10-win streak like I am right now. See you in the next video, guys. Peace out.